She said so much without saying anything.
We both deliver workshops that are called The Power of Presence, and they're usually related to delivering presentations. Does that only have to do with presentations?
I called the workshop The Power of Presence because that's the main message. A lot of people focus on content, and our message, it's the power of your presence, not the power of your presentation, PowerPoint, that makes a difference.
So it is not just what we say, but how we say it.
How we say is more important than what we say. And once people understand that their presence makes a difference, then they can be more deliberate on how they come across.
I hear this feedback and ongoing feedback that working on your presence contradicts authenticity. So what would you say to them?
It's always a dilemma when people say, I want to be authentic, this is who I am.
Yeah.
And people say, when I listen, I don't make eye contact. I don't look at people, but this is me. I'm really super focused now. But the idea is also what you are projecting. And a lot of things that we start doing don't feel authentic, but with practice becomes more and more authentic. First of all, you need to understand what it looks and sounds like. So when we videotape people and they see themselves on camera, they become more aware of their presence. People are umming and ahhing, going so it sounds less confident.
That's a pandemic.
It's a total pandemic. It doesn't kill anyone, but the point is people aren't even aware that they're doing it. When we videotape them and they realize it, now they realize. They become more aware of their body posture, they become more aware of the vocabulary, and then they can make better choices on how to project more confidence. And with time, they will just say, this is who I am.
Is there a certain memory that you have of being next to someone that has a strong presence?
Well, the first time I noticed this was when I was working as a waiter. I was young at 17, and there were two women sitting at a table, and one was listening to a friend, and I could just see her whole body language giving her full attention to her friend. I can still visualize it now. And I said, not only would I like to experience that, someone to listen to me like that, I want to be that to other people.
Could you demonstrate how that woman acted?
She kind of sat on the couch, and it was something like this, and she was leaning in, and her facial expressions, it looked something like that. Nothing else existed except the person who was in front of her.
I would assume that you would refer to the one that's speaking when describing someone with a strong presence.
No, the presence was the listener.
How come?
She said so much without saying anything. And I think presence isn't necessarily the loudest person in the room or the strongest person in the room. There's just a sense that they are in the room. It makes a difference.
I've heard a participant in one of your workshops describe you as someone who can shrink and expand at their will. Would you first be able to explain what that means?
When I first started employing trainers, I would go with a new trainer to a client with the intention that the new trainer would get the work. After the meeting, the client would say, Barry, we're really happy to meet your new trainer, but we want you to do the training. So I was being too dominant. I was being too present. I had to dial back. Think of your presence like an analog volume button that you can dial up and that you can dial down. And then I learned to go into these meetings, but step back on my presence and let the new trainer shine. And at the end of the meeting, the client was happy to go with the new trainer, not with me. You can't be 100% present 100% of the time. I think it's impossible.
Is there anything else that you'd like to add about presence?
It's interesting that both in the Jewish and the Christian traditions, the Festival of Light, Hanukkah and Christmas, happens during December. So to make present the light, the joy, the colors, the hope, the warmth. So I wish everyone a happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, and season's greetings. And let the presence of light be in your life.
Thank you so much, Barry.
No, thank you.